Shabbat Shalom, family. I want to come on here and share with you just some words, some revelations that Yahuah has been showing to me over the past 10 to 12 days. Started off on February 9th, and until now, I'm still like, Yah has been increasing the revelation. So, first off, I want to say that a lot of us can sense a spiritual shifting going on. And so to be aware and mindful of that. But what Yahuwah was revealing to me, he had me look at the book of Nehemiah, where it talked about how Judah started to go rebuild the temple. Israelites started to go rebuild the temple. And as they were rebuilding the temple, there were enemies around them, other nations who just hated the fact that they were establishing worship and honor to Yahuwah. And in the midst of that, the people who were building also had to carry weapons. So what my father was showing me these last couple of days, these weeks, was that they're coming, like the enemy is coming, the attack is coming, they're coming. And as you build, don't forget that as you are building, as you are teaching, as you are professing, as you are prophesying, as you are exhortation, as you are helping people through their healing, that you have to keep a weapon in your hand to be aware that you have to fight. But the way that we fight is not in the sense of like actual military fighting. It's going to be in a sense of like, don't forget your first love. Praise and worship, honoring him. He's your first love. Don't get so caught up in the building that you forget that your first and foremost, your weapon of warfare is your praise, is your obedience, is your worship, is your reverence, is your dedication and time with him. So I just wanted to share that with you guys because that has been the reoccurring theme. So Nehemiah, and then in the book of Zechariah, chapter 3, it talks about how in the midst of you receiving your changing of garment, in the midst of you receiving your white robes, Hashatan, Satan, the devil, is right there trying to convince you that you're too dirty to receive the change of garments that Yahuwah has for you. And so a lot of us are in a season of consecration, or where we are praying and fasting. We're asking the Father to reveal the uncleanness in our hearts so we can be vessels fit for our Father's use. And as Yahuwah is revealing the things in our hearts that is nasty, that is dirty, that's unclean, that is tainted, the bitterness, the anger, the resentment, as he's revealing those things, the enemy tries to come in and say, see, look, you're not clean enough for this white robe that he's trying to give you. You rebuke Hashatan just as they did in Zechariah chapter 3. So I pray that you guys go and read those books, go and read those chapters, because the enemy is coming. And to be aware of that, and that first and foremost we put on our armor. And don't forget, as we are building, as we are establishing the word of Yahuwah in the earth, don't forget to keep your weapon on you as you're building. Okay, I almost forgot. One last thing that the Father revealed to me was that as we are tearing down and dismantling falsehood, the lies of the enemy, false doctrine, just all kinds of deceptions and twisting of his word, that all the enemy can do is retaliate by attacking your flesh, your emotions, surface level things, because the Father is already established within you. His spirit is within you. You've already a conqueror. You're already a winner. There's nothing that the enemy can do to snatch you out of his hand. So what the enemy is going to do when he tries to attack you, Yasharel, Israel, natural branches grafted in, as you are dismantling false doctrines and lies and idols, and you're tearing them down and trampling them under your foot with the word of truth, all the enemy can do is attack your flesh. It's poke at your flesh. It's try to bring up past traumas and bring up past hurts and have people falsely accuse you and irritate your pride and your ego. That's all he can do. And what the Father says, pay it no mind, because you're secure in me. Pay it no mind when they slander you. Pay it no mind when they start lying on you. Pay it no mind when the enemy tries to attack your flesh, the temporary things that pass away. Pay it no mind.